What the fuck is this thing?
Excuse me, what?
Well, holy shit, guys! After freaking out about me for days on Twitter, our good buddy Menace has finally made a video addressing yours truly. Well, kind of. He spends most of the video talking about Steve. Again. Because after making around 90 videos about Steve, what's one more? Steve! Anyway, when he finally gets around to addressing me, all he has to say is that basically I'm a stupid Karen for calling him and his friends out, that I shouldn't trust Steve, and to try and do better. That's it?
You serious?
I mean, okay, if that's what he thinks is a good response to the things I've exposed about him and his friends, then alright. But it got even better when I noticed that his friends started acting like his video owned the shit out of me. Because, you know, calling someone a stupid Karen is such a burn nowadays, I guess? One in particular claimed that Menace's video debunks and declawed me, and that I'm protecting Steve's harassment campaigns by calling him and his friends out for what they do. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. But it's funny that he wants to bring up harassment in particular, seeing as they don't seem to have a problem with harassment if it's being carried out by someone they like against people they don't like, since they actively follow a user who's on his 5th account now because he keeps being suspended for harassing people. You can't make this shit up. But yeah, they care so much about harassment when it's being carried out by Steve. Let me give you an example of just how thick the hypocrisy is with these people. In Menace's own video, he goes on about how just because info is public, that doesn't make it okay to share around.
To those of you watching, don't dox. For fuck's sake, don't dox. And don't make excuses for it either. Old Steb and Victoria! They like to tell you that as long as it's public info, it's not doxing. They're lying to you. Our entire lives are public these days. It doesn't mean some skeezer can go post your shit all over the internet.
But he's only saying this now after Steve said that if it's public, it's okay to share. Because when his own friends were sharing around a picture of Redline and making excuses for spreading it around, the only thing Menace had to say was, don't tag me in the docs, and that he shouldn't have to call out strangers? Because apparently people who consider him a friend are strangers to him now, I guess? But yeah, he already agreed it was docs, so why has he remained silent on this after being made aware of it? And as you can see, this is a growing pattern of his. He calls out Steve for something, but when his own friends do the same stuff, he completely ignores it. But will then demand that others do what he refuses to do. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Try to do better.
As a complete side note to show just how quickly people in their little group change their opinions, Negative Exponents took down that tweet of his real quick, right after Steve discovered a picture of his being used as someone's thumbnail, and decided to use it as a thumbnail for his own. So it's just kinda interesting how his opinion changed real quick. Anyway, as you can see, the only time any of these people seem to care about calling out things like doxing or harassment depends completely on whether or not they can use it to bash Steve with. If they can use it against Steve, then they care a lot about those things. But if they can't, well, not only do they not really give a shit about those things, but if you dare to call them out for ignoring it, then you're just a stupid Karen who needs to do better. But hey, what do I know? Apparently me saying that no one should be doxing or harassing anyone doesn't make sense to Menace. Because, you know, those are such hard concepts to understand. So yeah, at this point, I think it really does need to be said that, Menace, you really need to do better. You know, it's weird as shit that now there's been 2 users who have made mock versions of my icon after I pissed them off.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?